The world we know is bathed in sunlight. It is a place of bright colors and bustling sound. But far below the waves, there is another world. A world of deep quiet and profound darkness. Imagine sinking slowly, gently into this space. The bright blue of the surface fades to a deep navy, and then to a velvet blackness that has no end. Here, pressure squeezes with an immense, silent force. The water is cold, almost freezing. Now with new eyes, we can journey there. Our cameras are windows into this secret world. They can see in the almost total darkness. They can withstand the crushing weight of the ocean above. And what they reveal is not an empty void, but a universe filled with the most extraordinary beings. Creatures of unimaginable shape and form drift through the deep. They glow with their own living light. They move with a slow, hypnotic grace. This is not a world of emptiness. It is a world of quiet, patient, and utterly brilliant life. The darkness here is not empty. It is a canvas. Upon this black canvas, life paints with light. Tiny sparks, gentle glows appear and disappear. They are messages in a silent language. They are lures for an unseen meal. They are beacons to find a partner in the vast, lonely expanse. The sheer blackness makes every pinprick of light a dramatic event. The contrast is absolute. Crisp, clear detail, perfect blacks, and brilliant, shimmering points of color. A theater of light in the profound, unending night. We begin our descent into this majestic, mysterious place. They have mastered the art of waiting. They have adapted to a life of scarcity and stillness. To understand them, we must adopt their pace. We must allow our eyes to adjust to the dim glow, and our minds to embrace the deep quiet. Let the gentle rhythm of this world soothe you. Let the strange and wonderful creatures that emerge from the gloom fill you with awe. The journey into the abyss begins now. Gentle breath. Out of the complete blackness, a single tiny light appears. It dangles like a lone star in the empty cosmos. It sways gently, back and forth, a mesmerizing, hypnotic dance. This is not a star. It is a living lure. It belongs to one of the deep sea's most iconic residents, the anglerfish. This creature is a marvel of adaptation, a hunter who has learned to create her own light in a world without sun. A silhouette of bumpy skin and a cavernous mouth full of sharp, glassy teeth, waiting in the endless dark. The light is a marvel of biology. It is not a flame or a spark. It is created by tiny living organisms called bioluminescent bacteria. The anglerfish gives these bacteria a safe home inside a fleshy bulb at the end of a long spine on her head. In return, the bacteria glow for her, day and night, without ever stopping. This perfect partnership allows the anglerfish to hunt without moving. She simply waits, conserving precious energy, letting her magical, glowing bait do all the work, attracting curious, hungry, smaller fish into the danger zone. Imagine the life of a young female anglerfish. She is born tiny and alone in the vast, dark water. She must grow her lure and cultivate her bacterial partners. For most of her life, she drifts in solitude, her light the only constant companion. Her enormous mouth is a necessity, not a sign of greed. In the deep, a meal might be a rare event, perhaps only once every few months. When opportunity comes, her flexible jaws and expandable stomach ensure nothing is wasted. The male's story is stranger. Born tiny with no lure and poor digestion, his sole purpose is to find a female, bite, and fuse. A lifelong, intimate bond. We encounter another creature, one from dark fairy tales. It is called the vampire squid. Not a vampire, not truly a squid. A unique, living relic from an ancient time. It drifts with a velvety red cloak, a web of skin connecting its 8 arms. Huge, luminous eyes, the largest, relative to body size, of any animal on Earth. They stare into the gloom, not for blood, but for something humble that drifts down from above. It does not squirt ink. Ink is useless in darkness. Instead, it turns itself inside out. Rows of soft spines form a defensive shield. Arm tips can release sticky, glowing mucus, a sparkling cloud to confuse attackers, and then it vanishes into night. It lives in the oxygen minimum zone, with special blood to carry scarce oxygen, feeding on marine snow, tiny plankton, fish scales, drifting organic bits. It extends sticky filaments and reels them in. A delicate, patient scavenger, a quiet survivor thriving where others cannot. Now we see something truly bewildering, a fish with a transparent head. This is the Barreleye fish, its head a clear, fluid-filled dome, like a futuristic cockpit. Through this shield you can see directly inside its head. The 2 small spots on its face are nostrils. Its real eyes are 2 large green, barrel-shaped orbs. They usually point straight up toward the faint light far above. In the twilight zone, it hangs almost motionless, eyes extremely sensitive, perfectly positioned to spot faint silhouettes of prey drifting overhead. Green pigment may filter sunlight, revealing bioluminescent glows. Its clear dome protects the eyes from stinging siphonophore tentacles. When it spots a meal, it can rotate its eyes forward and pivot vertical, a delicate, precise hunter. From the darkness emerges a shape that defies logic. It is mostly mouth. This is the Gulper eel, sometimes called the Pelican eel. A long, thin, ribbon-like creature. Its jaw is loosely hinged. It can open incredibly wide, like a vast net. Mouth closed, it seems a strange but simple eel. Feeding transforms it. The lower jaw expands into a huge pouch. It can swallow prey larger than itself, formidable in the deep. A tiny photophore at the tail tip may serve as a lure. It might wave its tail, creating confusing lights to attract crustaceans and fish. When prey nears, it turns and engulfs with overwhelming size, a floating trap in a world of scarcity. On the deep ocean floor, we find a creature from a prehistoric past, the giant isopod, like a garden woodlouse, but magnified to a terrifying size, up to 1/2 meter long, covered in heavy, segmented armor, almost white. 2 sets of antennae, large reflective eyes stare into eternal night. Scavengers of the abyss, the cleanup crew. They walk slowly on 14 legs, searching for food that falls from above. Whale, shark, or squid carcasses become rare, precious banquets. They swarm and tear with powerful jaws. They can eat so much they become too bloated to move. Feasts are few, a large meal must last. With an incredibly slow metabolism, some survive years without eating. They roll into a tight, armored ball, protecting the soft underside. Ancient survivors from long before dinosaurs, a stoic fragment of history moving across the abyss. Moving across the soft, muddy plains, we see herds of a most peculiar animal. They look like plump, pink pigs with too many legs. These are sea pigs, a type of sea cucumber. Their bodies are soft, translucent, filled with water, named for their pinkish color and rounded shape. Large, tube-like feet let them walk slowly across the sediment. Sea pigs are the gardeners of the deep, deposit feeders. They eat mud rich in organic snow from above. As they process sediment, they extract nutrients, clean and plow the seafloor, like earthworms in a garden. Simple, communal lives. In large groups, few predators bother something mostly water and mud. Tiny passengers ride along. The sea pig seems untroubled, a walking habitat, perfectly adapted to pressure. A fluid body with little empty space does not collapse. A gentle, pink ghost tending the abyss. In the cold, dark water, we see a creature of pure charm. It drifts like a small, friendly ghost. 2 large, ear-like fins ripple at its head, slow, graceful fin flaps, like a flying elephant. This is the Dumbo octopus, gentle, almost dreamlike. Unlike most octopuses, it lacks an ink sac. In darkness, ink would do little. It lives deeper than any other known octopus, hovering just above the abyssal floor, thousands of meters down. Not jet propulsion, but slow fin flapping. Webbed arms steer with gentle pulses. A constant mesmerizing search for food. Small crustaceans, worms, other sediment dwellers. It pounces softly, covers prey with its web, then guides the meal to its beak, a small flapping jewel in the deep. Our journey must now come to an end. We ascend slowly, leaving the world of eternal night behind. The pressure lessens, the water warms. A faint blue glow appears above. It grows brighter and brighter. We breach the surface into sunlight. The creatures of the deep will continue their slow, silent lives, unaware of our brief visit. They will hunt with living lights, drift on gentle currents, and walk across the muddy plains as their ancestors have for millions of years. What we have seen is just a tiny glimpse. The deep ocean is the largest living space on our planet, mostly unexplored. For every creature discovered, thousands more may drift in darkness right now. They hold secrets to life's origins, survival in extremes, and the immense beauty of diversity. The abyss is Earth's last great wilderness. These animals are not monsters. They are survivors, perfect answers to deep challenges, a testament to evolution's creativity. Life is resilient and intricately connected, from sunlit surface to the darkest trench. To look into the deep is to feel profound wonder.